My Cricut is hard at work over there. That means it's time to set up my October faith planner. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and I am waiting for the brand new kit from Illustrated Faith, The Art of Noticing. I'm waiting for that to arrive, and as I wait, I am excited because I'm going to go ahead and get my faith planner set up. The way I did that was by using the digital pieces available over at Illustrated Faith in the digital print and pray shop. You can download the images. This is all of the ephemera that is going to come with the kit. I have made it into stickers that I plan to use to set up my faith planner for the month. So I've chosen those. I have my faith notes, which are newly restocked in my shop, ready to go. I'm going to use these. And then I've also pulled out this. This is $49 in Market, the Art Options Spice collection, which I think the colors are going to go really nicely. So I'm excited to use these as well. I will bring you all along as I get my faith planner set up. It is getting chunky and big, and I am loving every minute of the chunkiness of this faith planner. So let's get set up for the month of October. Today, I am getting all set up in my classic sized faith planner. I call this size the grande size on my website, and I will be using my faith notes inserts, which I've been using for a while here in my faith planner to organize all of the notes from the Illustrated Faith studies that I participate in every month. The study for the month of October is called The Art of Noticing. I will have Illustrated Faith linked down below. There is a physical kit that you can buy that will have the devotional content, ephemera, stickers, stamps, just all kinds of fun creative supplies. There's also a digital side to the shop. So if you prefer to use digital downloads, print, make your own stickers, that type of thing, that might be the best option for you. So I'm using the ephemera from the digital side of the shop to go ahead and get my faith planner set up. And I'm also using these gorgeous papers from $49 in Market that have a beautiful mixed media feel. And I feel like the colors go really well with the colors that are going to be in the kit. I will have a full unboxing of the kit once I receive it in the mail, so you can check that out. But you can also head over to Illustrated Faith and see some of the previews over there as well. The first thing I am doing is getting my dividers set for the month of October. I've been using white cardstock dividers, again, available over in my shop in 3 different sizes. These are so fun to decorate and customize. I am all about customizing all of your planners to fit your needs and your tastes, and especially in my faith planner, I've been keeping all of my Illustrated Faith devotional studies in one huge chunky planner for the whole year. I take notes in that planner. I do a little bit of creative work like you're going to see here. And it's nice just to have it all gathered in one place as part of my morning study time. So I actually have 2 different faith planners, one that is the big size or the venti size where I do daily Bible study for a plan that is taking me through the Bible in a year. And then I also have this one, which is my Illustrated Faith planner. And I'm just loving the process of having both these planners and using them in my daily quiet time. All right, so we're going to leave this here. I'll probably end up adding a card to this when I do receive my physical kit in the mail, but that is a good start. And next we're going to get each page set up. So what I've been using is the Faith Notes insert that I designed, and it works really well for a way to take notes through or on a devotional, on a sermon. It has some different sections that just make logical sense to me as I'm working through devotional. So there's a section for scripture where I list out all of the scripture references for that particular week of the devotional. There's a vocabulary section. There is a main points section, and then there's a questions section. So the faith notes are designed to allow you to take notes and organize on the front. The back is all lined paper so that you can do prayer journaling, take further notes, whatever works for you. I've been using them for the majority of the year and just decorating on these pages. However, this month I decided to use some extra scrapbook paper because I am loving this scrapbook paper from 49 and Market. So here's what I did. I cut down 4 pieces of scrapbook paper to 7 inches wide, 9¼ inches tall, which is the size that goes in a classic Happy Planner or with the Grande inserts. Then I am cutting down those Faith Notes inserts to just a little tiny margin around the writing area, and I'm using adhesive to put them on top of the cardstock. This is giving me a beautiful border that's bringing in a lot of rich color to the page, and then I'm going to decorate on top of that. For the back, you're going to kind of see what I do later on as we get to that, but here's the easy decorating part. I love taking the ephemera and bringing it in and creating stickers from the ephemera with my Cricut. You can easily do this with the paper ephemera that comes in the physical kit. One thing I like about using the Cricut and Cricut Design Space is that I can actually make the images smaller. And for this format, a little bit smaller works better because I want to preserve the writing space. Illustrated Faith has PNG files that already have the white trim around the ephemera, which is awesome. Then you don't have to worry about creating that when you go into Design Space, and you can resize as you see fit. You can make this much smaller, you could make it much bigger. It just depends on what you are using it for. And I love having the digital images that I can kind of manipulate to work for how I plan to work through a particular devotional. So it's not really hard right here. I've already made the stickers. I'm ready to go. I'm just having fun kind of placing them on the page. I tend to orient most of my stickers in the corners, on the sides, like right in the middle. I'm trying to preserve writing space. I do use white sticker paper. This is actually from onlinelabels.com. It is a weatherproof sticker paper. It has a beautiful smooth finish. I can also write over the top of it. So if I have a lot of notes for a particular week of the devotional and I have found that I put too many stickers, I can still write on top of it. I also sometimes can add additional pages for notes. If need be, if there's a lot of note taking happening within one part of a devotional or one part of sermon notes. Also, normally on the back are lines for this particular insert, all lines in the back. So that gives even more writing room if you are taking pretty extensive notes or doing prayer journaling. I have gotten a lot of questions about what is different about what I do in my faith planner versus when I do a Bible journaling page or a faith journaling page of some sort outside of my faith planner. So my faith planner is where I organize notes and thoughts. I decorate it all in advance before I do the actual study, just so that it's ready to go. And so when I sit down to study in the mornings, when I'm reading the devotional and looking in my Bible, I'm not worried about the creative part of it. Sometimes I'm inspired in those times. I might, write a post-it note or take a few notes on something I would want to create later, but I'm not worried about doing the creative aspect of these faith studies. So I get my faith planner all set up and I do the notes and the prayer journaling, everything in there. When I decide or when I'm so inspired to do a faith journal entry or a Bible journal entry, generally I'm reflecting on the notes, on a quotation, on just something that moved me in my Bible study from that day. And then I use the other goodies that come with the kit, the stamps and the stickers and all the other fun things. And I bring that into my Bible or into my faith journal and create another creative entry that is often just reinforcing some of the notes that I've taken within my faith planner. I do like to use the backs of these pages for prayer journaling. So I knew I was going to need lined paper, but I didn't want to cover up all of the gorgeous scrapbook paper. So I decided to take some of the lined paper that I have in my shop, just basic lined paper already punched for the disc bound system. And I'm adding a little bit of adhesive. You can see I tore it and I'm going to orient it so the holes all match up and just add some random torn lines. I love how this looks. It gives me a place to do some prayer journaling. It gives me a place to add writing, extra notes, whatever the case may be, whatever I feel like I'm needing in that moment. But I'm still getting to love this beautiful scrapbook paper. And I personally, it probably seems silly. I'm inspired by beautiful things. I love having my faith planner decorated so that when I sit down first thing in the morning, I see the beauty that's already there. Like it's a nice feeling rather than sitting down staring at a blank page first thing in the morning. I like seeing the gorgeous decorated pages. It just makes me happy and gets me in the right mood to do my Bible study. So I'm going to work through all four of these. Why do I have four different pages? I haven't seen the devotional yet. Generally, Illustrated Faith devotionals are formatted for 4 different weeks to bring you through the month. If there's a 5th page or a 5th week, then I will go ahead and make another page later on as I'm working through the devotional. But I'm going to go ahead and add the lines on each of these pages on the back, trying to do a different pattern of tearing just so that it looks ever so slightly different. I do like to do an assembly line process when I'm putting together my faith planner for the month. If I spent a ton of time on each individual page, it could very easily get overwhelming. I like to sit down. My goal is always to get it set up in under an hour. Generally, it takes me about 45 minutes to from start to finish. I know I've sped this one up a lot because I figured you all didn't want to hang out for 45 minutes, but it takes me about 45 minutes to get it all set up from start to finish each and every month. But it's 45 minutes well spent because when it's done in advance, it just makes me even more excited to start working through the devotional. All right, these items that I'm using right now are not from Illustrated Faith. They are from that 49 and Market Art Options Spice collection that I used the paper from. These are the most beautiful laser cut paper pieces. They are leaves. There's other things that come in this pack. I'm a little bit obsessed with them. I've been hoarding them, but they were just too perfect to not include in this particular faith planner month. And plus, then I'll get to enjoy them all month long. I love, love, love this collection. 49 and Market is one of my favorite scrapbooking companies because they tend to have really rich, vibrant colors and a mixed media feel to their different collections that I absolutely adore. So I'm going to go ahead and add leaves on all of the backs. I like for there to be a cohesive look to my faith planner pages, especially for one particular study. That way I know they go together. It just sets the tone for the month. So I'm going to add those across all 4 pages. And then I'm also going to come back with some more of the stickers that I created from the Illustrated Faith ephemera, add just hints of that on the back. Will I add additional pieces once I get my full kit in the mail? I might. I love getting set up and then giving myself the freedom to leave it as is or continue to add to these pages, to add additional pages. Faith planning is all about doing what is going to work well for you and how you like to study. I know several of you prefer to do the decorating as you go. Many of you agree with me that you like to do it in advance before you start the study. And there's a whole range in between. Some of you do partial decorating and then add a few stickers as you're reading. It's whatever works for how your brain works and how you like to do your different faith studies. Give yourself the freedom and the grace to not necessarily always need to follow a formula, but do what makes sense for you in that season of life and for that particular devotional. All right, I'm going to go ahead and play with these few stickers here to get them incorporated. I love just mixing and matching the pieces. You guys, it's so fun to get this set up. It's very relaxing to me to get this set up for the month. And like I said, seeing this chunky faith planner as we're nearing the end of the year, craziness that we're nearing the end of the year, but seeing how chunky it is and reflecting on the studies that have been done with Illustrated Faith this year, the time spent in the Word, it makes me smile. I love having it all in one place. This is definitely something that I will be continuing in the future. As much as I love my chunky Bibles from Bible journaling and faith journaling and all of that, those bring me great joy as well. But this faith planner system has really worked well for me. The faith notes seems to really align well with these illustrated faith studies and with sermon notes. It's just been a great way to collect all of the information through the year. And I think it'll be nice to have to reflect back on as we near the end of the year, just to see what all we covered, what all we studied, what all we learned throughout the year. Now, as I finish up the backs of these pages, I'm going to pop them straight back into the faith planner so they're ready to go. I realized that there was a little bit, I don't know, there was one of the pages that I wanted to finish on the front. It didn't feel finished to me. So after I put these back in, you'll see me go back and add a few more fall leaves down the other edge of one of the inserts. See, look how pretty it looks all put together. But this page, the orange page, feels a little incomplete. So you know what? I'm going to pop it back out, the joy of the disc system, and add a few more stickers. And then that will be it for this faith planning setup. So all of the supplies, you can buy the inserts over on my website, and everything else is Illustrated Faith and 49 and Market. It will be linked down below. Let me know if you plan to join us for the Art of Noticing through the month of October. Let me know that down below as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and take a moment to hit that subscribe button. It helps me out so much when you all subscribe to the channel. Plus, you'll get notifications when new videos are released. All right, I hope that you all have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.